Hello, everyone. I am Dalen Johnson, the Campus Internship Coordinator here at AU. Today, we're going to be talking about how to prepare for an internship after you already have it secured, specifically some tips and recommendations and steps to take for internships in the College of Liberal Arts and Business and the College of Health and Sciences. I do have two other videos on kind of the internship process as you're searching, whether you want to earn course credit or not. These are things to do and things to know after you already have an internship lined up. So first, let's just talk about the internship approval process. So once you have an internship lined up, if you want to earn credit for it, you want to make sure you know your site supervisor's name and contact information, and make sure that you have an official position description that has a list of your duties and responsibilities. Then you are able to submit the experience to Handshake, which is the paperwork process for getting an internship approved for credit. It's just a simple form in Handshake. I can send you the directions, but that's kind of what the paperwork process looks like. You submit that, then you make sure it gets approved by me, your site supervisor, and the faculty member associated with your major. It gets automatically sent to all three of us, but you just want to make sure all those approvals go through before you start the internship and start the course. So how to access the Handshake form. You go to Handshake, and then on the left, there is an option for Career Center. You'll click that, and then you'll click the Experiences option, and then it will take you to a form. For the template, you choose the internship class that you're registered for, and then it asks you a bunch of basic questions about your internship. One of them being who your site supervisor is and what their email is, and then one of them asks for the position description. So that's why we make sure that you have that ready to go before you start the form. And then once you have that all approved and you're starting your internship, starting the internship class, you're going to want to go to Brightspace and check the shell for the internship class that you're enrolled in. Usually it's a 3940 or 4940 internship class, and that's what it's coded as. If that's not available, you can contact the faculty member or the instructor of the course, which you can see in self-service on your timeline, or you can ask me who that is. And then make sure, especially during the summer, you're interacting with the Brightspace shell at the start of the term. Since it's kind of an asynchronous class or online class that doesn't have a classroom, you don't attend meetings or anything like that. That's kind of how they verify attendance. So make sure you're opening the Brightspace shell, completing assignments on it, that kind of thing. Some assignments that you can expect, it kind of differs from program to program, but some ask for a learning journal, career information report, discussion posts, informational interview at your internship that you explain or reflect on, a reflection paper, meeting with the faculty member, submitting timesheets to make sure that you're completing the necessary hours, completing a survey, that kind of thing. The majority of the work is actually doing your hours at the internship, but there are some more reflection-based assignments that you can expect to see in Brightspace. So preparing for your internship, preparing for your first day. You obviously want to be familiar with the organization, culture, goals, values, all the kind of stuff that you should have researched before your interview and been able to speak about, but make sure you refresh yourself on that so you know what you're going into. And then confirm any necessary paperwork that they need on their end. For us, again, it's just the Handshake form, but they might want your ID, work authorization, background checks, anything like that. Make sure you have that good to go for your first day. You want to ask about dress code, whether it's business, professional, casual. If you're in like a lab situation, maybe you need to have closed-toed shoes, long sleeves, stuff like that. So make sure you know how to dress. And then you can always adjust if necessary after your first day, but at least ask to get a little bit of context before you go. And then research travel routes and times with and without traffic so that you are not late in any circumstance. You can see how long it'll take you at 9 a.m. in the morning versus 4 at night, whenever you're going in. Make sure you're not just going on like how long it's going to take at that given moment. Make sure you're checking with and without traffic and at different times of day. It's really a good opportunity to do a practice trip just so that you're aware of any weird things that you might run into on the road or figuring out the parking situation, just so you're prepared. You're probably going to be anxious a little bit that day, so it's really helpful if you've already done a practice trip and kind of scoped out the area. And then you want to confirm who, when, and where you should report, who you should ask for, or who you should look for when you walk in the building, what time they expect you, where they're located, that kind of stuff, so that you're not just walking in unsure of what to do, where to go. So that's kind of all I have, just quickly preparing you for your internship. Again, we have other videos on the internship process, searching. I'm going to do another video on what to expect during your internship and after. But I just wanted to do this quick little chat about how to prepare for your internship and make sure you're all good to go on our end if you're earning course credit and on the organization's end. Let me know if you have any questions.